Hi everybody, this is Chris from TPLI, Turning Point Life Investment, and this is going to be a video about analysis about some markets for today, Monday, March 28th, 2011. Before I even start into that, I just want to show you that this is a friend's account that I usually manage, not my account, or one of my accounts, you could say. And this is my Russell credit spreads that I was able to get off in his account. This is my iron condors. I sold the 680 put and bought the 660 put, bull put spread. And then I also did a 880 900 bear call spread in this account. So those are the rut condors that I have on currently this month. Now going into the 9-month daily view for the Russell 2000, we can see that this rising support line actually held a support. It broke, and now it looks like the rut is coming up from behind to retest the same line as resistance. What was once support is now resistance. So if the rut actually can get above this line, that would be bullish, but it does look like the rut's trying to bang its head up against resistance. Not to mention these highs right here. If I draw a resistance line, it is holding as resistance. And that level is actually going to be around the 828, 830-ish level, and then the high, the prior high before that is around 838 or so. So there's about 3 levels of resistance for the rut. For support for the rut, I do like right under 800. This gap area right here is a very important support level, and these lows right here at 775. So essentially, even if I threw out the rising trend line, the rut is stuck in these ranges right now, and a break above or below these ranges would give us a clear direction of where the rut wants to go. Moving into the Dow Jones Industrial Average, this rising support line like I had drew for the rut, this is kind of similar, tested as support, then broken. The only difference is with the Dow is it broke above the rising support line and actually retested it, or it broke above it as resistance and retested it today as support. So this rising support line I can delete because it's not that important anymore. The rut, or the Dow, broke above it. So now these are the important resistance level for the Dow, which is going to be roughly around 12,285-ish. If the Dow breaks above there, then it's going to, of course, retest these highs around 12,000, ballpark at 400, 12,400. So break above here, Dow's going to retest these highs right here. As for support, I still like the 12,000 level because that is a psychological support level. If that breaks, I would be looking for maybe some type of retracement pullback. But if the 12,000 breaks, I would be expecting more selling to come into the Dow. Going into the NASDAQ daily view, thing that does get me a little bit cautious is that today it formed the black candle, wrapping around the small black candle. It's not really a bearish engulf pattern because the bearish engulf pattern has to be a black candle wrapping around a white candle. But if you wanted to count this candle as a doji, small real body, you could, and that would be a bearish engulf pattern. If this is a bearish engulf pattern, I would expect some type of a movement back down. 12,700, or not 12,000, 2,700 is the support level for the NASDAQ. A break under there would definitely incur more selling into the techs. Break above Friday's high, it's going to move up and retest 2,800. We'll look at gold, the ETF of gold, GLD. It's a pretty nice run up. Nice, yeah, decline, and then now it's making its way back up. It's trying to retest it. I don't really want to say this is like a potential double top. The reason being is like all the technical analysis books say, even Steve Neeson, who's really good at candlestick chartings, recommend his books if you can pick them up. A lot of people have said if this low right here breaks, then there'd be a potential double top, but we don't know it's a double top until it breaks underneath this 135 level. I do like this resistance level about 140.7. If the GLD gets above there, it should continue up higher. But other than that, it's just in a range right now between 140.7 and ballpark at around 135, 135.10. It's in this range. Break above or break below would give us a direction of where gold is going to go. Silver, SLW, is the ETF for silver, which I look to like. Also, very similar to gold. Potential double top again. But like I said, we don't know it's a double top until this low right here is broken, which is around 37.5. So until we can say anything, we can just say that SLW is in a range. And if it breaks under this bottom of this range, it's going to go lower. Breaks above, it's going to go back up higher. One thing I want to point out, there is a rising support line, but you see that's the trouble, is you got this rising support line right here. So even if this is not a double top and SLW does pull back, it'll probably pull back to this rising support line before popping up and retesting these highs, which are around 46.5. And if you can get up higher, it's gonna rally up even further. Stock that I like to look at from the downside, perfect from the downside, is Google, GOOG, perfect pullback to the 20-day exponential moving average, confirmation today of bearishness. It is looking to move back further and most likely retest these lows around 553 or so. So keep an eye on that on your bearish watch list. Bullish watch list is Baidu. We had a trade alert on this where we made a lot of money like in 2 days. Did form a bearish engulf pattern, very similar to what the Nasdaq did. If it does pull back to this 130 and holds, would definitely expect it to move up higher. So Baidu is on my bullish watch list. Let me take a look at Apple, see if anything's going on with it. No, just this rising support line. Apple seemed to retest it from the bottom today, and it held as resistance. Until Apple gets above it, I wouldn't be too bullish. And then Apple still has some highs around 361 that it's got to break above as well. Another stock I'm taking a look at from the long side is CATM, Cardtronics. Did rally up above its 19.5. It is side trending right now, right under the $20 level. If it gets above there, definitely would expect it to move up higher. Let me take a look at the hourly view for a closer view of what's actually going on in this stock. Alright, well, yeah, it looks like it's just moving up and then pulled back to its 50-hour exponential moving average, close to that 1950, which is support. So we'll have to see if this holds, then it's going to bounce up higher again. I would not mind taking a stab at this from the long side. I'm just going to go into the paid portion of our website. There's the forums, and I just want to see if any action was going on in the forums today. Let's see, they were mentioning about MCP. Let me take a look at that chart, see if I see anything. MCP is probably Molly Corp, yeah. Let's see. Oh, it looks nice. Break above this high. Wants to get above it. Let's see right here. It's around 55.8, 55.9. Wants to get above it. If it does, it's going to continue up higher. VG is another stock they pointed out on the forums today. I like it. It's pulled back to its 20-day exponential moving average, forming a base right under this $4.26 level. You could even do a small micro type of triangle forming right here, so break above this level. VG is going to want to go up higher. Definitely probably going to want to retest these highs of $4.75. Let me see anything else going on the website. CRYP, let's take a look at that. CRYP. Well, CRYP was mentioned on the forums, but it looks like they traded it and profited from it already. I had a very big day-to-day up over 36%. Nothing really to do with this. You couldn't. It broke out above these highs right here and just really continued up higher. A stock like this, I would expect some type of a pullback or anything like that. I don't really expect it to move up higher, especially since it's only at $2 right now.